Just just jumping right into this, what do you buy? Just in general, what kind of, let's say you want to buy assets. What kind of
Mhm.
assets do you buy?
I would I would be interested in multi-families, even a triplex, fourplex is yeah, I would say it's good enough. The numbers will be good. We have one fourplex and it's cash flowing, and an upcoming eightplex. The very popular ones like nowadays, the new builds in Edmonton. So we have upcoming one of those. I would say, comparing the asset classes, my comfort zone would be in a fourplex, and I would it would still be under, if you like the residential one, and then it will still be under our name within the income capacity of me and my husband. Versus, and the rates are better in the residential loans. Commercial are typically higher. Commercial loans, yeah.
Absolutely. What has been your most successful investment so far?
I would say our fourplex. We have a fourplex in Red Deer. It's almost four years now. We were able to pull money from it, 100,000, which we then use as a seed money for that eightplex. So that fourplex has been cash flowing. When we purchased it, there were already tenants in it. We did not have to do any renovations. And yeah, you pull 100,000, and yeah, who gives me that? It's
Yeah,
just four
absolutely.
years old. Yeah, it's just 4 years old, and we were able to refinance right away.
Nice. Um, so you've been doing this for a while, right?
Not really, like five, a little over 5 years.
What has been your least successful or your biggest mistake in investing, and how did you learn from it?
I've learned that I am not comfortable with with those big ones, those brand new, those MLI Select. It's just that we went through it. I would say MLI Select is still a very good financing, way of financing. Like, I don't think any country in the world allows you to amortize for 50 years. It's very long time, so you really have a good chance to cash flow, but it's just a very high risk, like policy risk. CMHC changes their policy like almost every month, and it's hard to keep up with their new rules, like the houses should be separately metered, all those different changes, and it gives you anxiety. Especially me and my husband, we are not raising capital. We're not raising capital yet. It's just whatever we have in our own savings. So it's very, like, causes us anxiety. But maybe someday when we are comfortable looking for investment partners, we will have the more peace of mind. So I think I want to be comfortable. That's why I say fourplex is okay for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's the thing of wealth genius. They want you to step out of your comfort zone.
That's true. Now I'm seeing the reflection of Alfonso here. But you remember, Alfonso is a full-time investor. Me and my husband, we're still keeping our full-time job. So we still have the demands from our boss, the stress at work, and additional, I would say it's a good stress, like stress from the real estate investing. At the same time, taking care of two young kids. So I would say, in a profile where we are right now in our life stage, we will be better off with like more predictable investment properties.
In the real estate market, where, like, location wise, where would you say there's like a hot market right now?
I think in the Atlantic, they having some good, like, sellers market there. Real estate is like robust there right now. I think, in Alberta, yeah, it's just my personal opinion. It's almost. at its peak already. So in the Atlantic areas.
Do you focus on cash flow, appreciation, or both when you're evaluating a property?
That's a good accountant question. If you're asking me as an accountant, I will be looking at the cash flow. But if as a real estate investor, you know that there are many, like those three sources of returns from a real estate investment. Like there is the appreciation, there is the cash flow, there's the force appreciation, mortgage pay down. So in my accountant's perspective, I really want something that's cash flowing. But if you're looking for something like that here in Calgary, it might not be very realistic. So meaning you go out to like outskirts, secondary or tertiary market where I don't, maybe in the near future appreciation would be better, but for now the appreciation is not so good, but there will be cash flow. So I say it would be balanced. I would be happy if I'm cash flow positive. Maybe at least $100 per door. So yeah, I'm easy to please.
Absolutely. How would you manage your properties? Do you have a property manager?
No, in our properties right now, it's just me and my husband. Fortunately, my husband he is a systems auditor. So like fraud auditor, he has all those fancy certifications. So he's very good in establishing systems, like how we monitor the properties that are in need of maintenance, how we collect rentals from the tenants. And for my part, I'm the one, like it's just my husband, the system, like fixing what is broken in the properties or scheduling maintenance. He is doing you know facing with our tenants, like customer relations. For me, I'm the one more familiar about the tenancy laws, the RTDRS, when you need to evict a tenant. So I'm more of the back end, the rules, the policies, make sure we follow them. And my husband more of customer service. So we established systems so to make it manageable. And yeah, it's a bit tricky because we have full-time job as well.
Absolutely. Do you invest with partners or go solo in projects before buying?
Right now we're just doing ourselves. Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe in the future. I feel like people's money very precious, and like I don't wanna I don't want to take responsibility because I know it's very, yeah, it's just very precious. And I understand in any investment, even those handled by, those handled by professional, like those investment manager, those in the stocks, fund managers, sometimes their investment decisions does not go, like you cannot dictate the
Yeah.
market. If the market shifts, then it shifts. It's beyond you. But for me, because I take everything so personally, I said no, I don't want to be responsible for someone else's money. But maybe in the future I'm open to like raising capital or do partnerships. So yeah, at least you can scale faster. But yeah, for now we're still doing ourselves.
Absolutely. Um, are there any businesses that support your investment journey that you own?
So me and my husband were thinking about opening up our property management. I'm just finishing up for my license. So once we make that, once I get the license, so a licensed property manager, then we will be open to managing other people's properties like professionally, because we have established the system already. We've proven that it worked. We can have our own tenants, speak for our quality of work, for the quality of our customer relationship. and our properties, they're in good, well-maintained condition. They are not rundown properties. So we have some credentials to prove. Like,
Absolutely,
yeah,
yeah.
we're doing it, we're managing it professionally. So after I get the license, then yeah, we'll be doing
Absolutely.
it.
Um, do you these are just my last couple of questions because we're running out of time here. Um, do you have any advice for me today to be successful in the future?
Definitely. So if you're my son, this is what I will I will tell them. Um, Real estate is just like any investment, just like stocks. You need seed money. Some people will preach, no, you don't need money to start real estate. Well, that may be true if you really have like very bubbly personality or salesman. I can see that in one of my kids. Like, he's very friendly. He can meet friends anywhere he go to. My 7 year old. But if for like introverts, like I would say me, my older son, the 9 year old, you would need seed money to start in real estate.
Yeah,
That's the most conservative and sureable way you start, because you you have a job, you get a very good credit score. It's so easy for you to get mortgage, no questions asked. Like, I
yeah,
don't need partners. I can start whenever I want, because you can just look at my own credit score. I don't need to find partners. But yeah, I think the for young kids, like, it's really, you need seed money. You got to start somewhere. And I think those saying, no money, you can just start, that's true for exceptional personalities. Like, you can convince, like, hey, you can invest with me for exceptional personalities. But like, for regular people, average people, you need some money to start.
absolutely. Sorry. And my last question.
Mm.
Um, do you have any, is there any book, resource, or person that majorly impacted your investment journey that you'd recommend to me and my audience?
I would say, yeah, the classic Rich Dad Poor Dad. It all started from there. Everyone gets inspired from there. Obviously, the some details are left out, but you get the concept there, that you
Yeah,
cannot just rely on one source of income. Even me, like, I'm still in the employment, that employment window, like being having a job. But I'm trying to go to the other windows as well. I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
navigate.
absolutely.
So yeah, it starts from there. Although so much details are left out, I have to. But if you want just to be inspired, that one is a very good start.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. How do you pronounce your last name?
Chua.
Chua. Thank you so
Mhm.
much for joining me, Victoria Chua. Thank you so
Mhm.
much. I
Thank
will
you so